everybody, welcome to the superhero scene. My name is Joe. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our superhero team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. I want to do a video on this Vanity Fair article that came out. There's been a lot of interesting stuff that was mentioned in this article. I would normally read it and talk about it, but it's a very long article, and I don't want to spend 20 minutes reading it because it's very long. But it's very detailed, so if any of you guys and girls want to go check it out, it's an extremely interesting read that goes into the background of Zack Snyder, his family, what they went through with this movie. So it's very interesting if you want to go check it out. But I want to talk about certain things that were picked out of that article that are very interesting. I want to talk about those 4 images that came out, especially that Jesus Joker image that's really going around social media, and it's raising a lot of eyebrows. And I want to talk about what Zack Snyder said about that cameo at the end. Who could it be? I'll talk about some possibilities. So the first thing I want to talk about is Chris Nolan and Deborah Snyder went to go see the theatrical cut of Joss Whedon's Justice League, and they personally asked Zack never to watch the theatrical cut of Justice League after they saw it. They said, because especially Deborah Snyder said, I knew it would break his heart. So they also talked about the Whedon reshoots, how he rewrote and reshot 3/4 of Justice League. There was an anonymous studio exec that said, when we see what Whedon did, it was stupefying. And when I read this, when I hear that word, I always think of disturbed, stupefied. I don't know if any guys and girls do as well, but they said the robber on the rooftop was goofy and awful. The Russian family was useless and pointless. And everyone knew it was so awkward just watching this movie. No one wanted to admit what a piece of shit it was. Now we all do. But yeah, glad we get to finally seeing what was truly intended to come out. WB, Warner Brothers initially wanted Zack to release his cut of Justice League with unfinished VFX shots. You heard about that a lot when a lot of people were saying, no, it's not finished. There's a lot of money that has to go into it. A lot of visual effects have to be finished. So that's what they're talking about with this. Zack Snyder talked a lot about his daughter Autumn, and it's sad when you read that part because you know what happened, and it's very unfortunate what happened with Autumn. So he's gonna end the movie where it says "For Autumn," which is very fitting because for him to do that, him and his wife to go back to doing this movie and finishing it up. I know it's for the fans, but I think it's something to do with his family too, and to kind of bring some sort of closure to everything. And you got to give it to people to do that, because some people don't like to go back and rehash certain things or go back to points where they're thinking about stuff more and maybe causing more issues to come up as far as thinking about stuff. But I give it to Zack and Deborah in going back and finishing this, because I'm sure it was an extremely hard task. I know they wanted to finish it for the fans and for everybody that was going for this movement and want to see this movie, and I know he wanted to put out the rest of the movie as well. But you got to give it to them to go back to something that was probably very painful for their family, and I commend them for that. So he talked a lot about her, and how he was very close to her, how she liked a lot of the similar things that he incorporated in his movies, the monsters, the aliens, and all that. So it's a very good article. Definitely you should go give it a read. Zack Snyder confirmed that he didn't get paid extra for the work he put into the Snyder Cut. They released 5 pictures, and these 5 pictures, there was a close-up of Batman, and I'll get into that in a little bit. There was a picture of Cyborg in his suit that he used to film his scenes. He always joked about that when he was filming, saying that everybody looks cool in all their outfits, and he's wearing like this jogging suit with all those the effect balls on and everything. So I thought it was funny you saw this picture, because you saw him in kind of like an awkward the way he's posed in that picture. It's got to be something where he's kind of all disheveled and something happened to him where he's all in like this stance. They show a close-up of Mira's face. And then they show Zack Snyder taking a picture of shooting the whole Justice League. Then you see a picture of Jesus Joker, and this is the picture that everybody's talking about. Now, I have a little bit of a theory with this. The picture shows him kind of like this, and he's wearing the same kind of garb that he had in the other picture that we saw about him. Not the close-up picture, the one where he's kind of like hunched over. But I think that's the aftermath of what happens with this, because with this picture you see it's his outfit isn't, the garb that he's wearing is not all bloody. He has a surgical mask that's kind of off. He has the thorns on his head. I think he's going to do something with Batman in this scene where, you know, I think Batman gets captured at this point, and this is where it's going to show what he does with Robin. You see the pictures of Batman are very telling too. You know, we first got the image of Ben Affleck walking through a hall. You just see his back. Then we got a picture of you know, his face now. We got a picture of the whole after the nightmare sequence. And you know, I think we got another picture of him throughout the hallway as well. But kind of leads me to believe that he's walking towards, maybe he hears something, and wherever he is, he's walking towards it. Something knocks him out. Then we're going to see him kind of, or, you know, with this picture they released today, maybe he's walking through the hall. You see that last shot of his face looking at something. He gets knocked out. He comes to, you see the picture of Joker when he's holding the card. You know, something happens. They do some dialogue, and then you see him with the picture that they released today with the Joker, where he's like this with the crown of thorns, where he doesn't have the surgical mask on. He's all clean. He's probably going to put the surgical mask on. He's going to get all bloodied, killing Robin, and then you're going to see what happens when the aftermath. That picture is the one we saw from a couple weeks ago, when he's kind of hunched over, and you see a little bit of blood on his stuff and everything, where he looks like he had just done something. So I think this is how it's going to go. Don't hold me to it. It's just me thinking too much into all these pictures and the sequence of how they may look. But just curious. I just thought about this as I was looking through all these pictures again. And, you know, I thought about that. It's a possibility. Who knows? But, you know, very interesting pictures. You know, that Joker picture, I'm sure it's going to raise eyebrows. But, you know, we'll see what happens with it. I'm curious to see how that's going to actually be in a film. It could be like a quick flash sequence, or, you know, just a quick shot that they show. Maybe he's thinking about something and that's one of the shots he imagines. I don't know. But, you know, very interesting nonetheless. And Zack Snyder said that the Snyder Cut will have an ending with the hero cameo that will blow hardcore fans' minds. Now, a lot of people automatically assume it's going to be Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. That's what I thought too. But Ryan Reynolds quickly tweeted out, "It's not me. But what a cool pirate flag to cameo as Hal. Maybe it's another Green Lantern. But for me, the suit stays in the closet. I mean, computer." But, you know, there was an actual scene, I think it was a post-credit scene of what was supposed to be in the Justice League, where two Green Lantern do visit Batman. So maybe it's those two that they were going to use in that are in the end of this. I don't know. Maybe you see a John Stewart Green Lantern. I don't know. But there's other things you can think about as well. You know, can we see, you know, there's recent articles saying that it's Martian Manhunter. We all know that Martian Manhunter is going to be in this. But to what extent? We all know he's going to show up as, you know, that where he goes into, you know, where he's talking with Lois Lane and Martha Kent. He kind of transformed out of one of them. So that's what we knew was going to happen. But maybe Zack filmed more stuff where he's going to be filmed at the end during a big battle, and that's what they're talking about with this cameo. It could be other things. It could be Shazam making an appearance. It could be, you're hearing rumors of Lobo. Hawkman is another one. Harley Quinn. Supergirl was just announced. Can she make an appearance in this? Kind of leading, you know, creating a buzz for when she appears in The Flash. Could it be a new Robin, Carrie Kelly version? Or can it be, this is what I'm thinking, could it be Lex Luthor in the war suit? In his war suit? I know he's not a hero, but can he be where, like, he kind of caused all this to happen? Could he feel start to feel some sort of guilt after what's happening to the world, and use that, maybe that other suit that's on the where you know, you see that scene where Henry Cavill's walking through and he picks the black suit. Well, when we first saw it, it's the blue suit and he flies up, but now it's confirmed to be the black suit. But he walks past the suit where it looks like armor. So can Lex Luthor go back, use that as a suit, and possibly fight on the good side and be, you know, thought about as a hero in this moment? I don't know. It's just interesting. Or can he have created his own thing? We've seen toys leak out with Batman vs Superman with the specific suit that he always used to use throughout the comics that you're familiar with, the green and purple suit. You know, I've seen Justice League toys with it too. So can it be something that was thought of and, you know, scrapped during the filming of the movie that they didn't want to use it? Very interesting. I know Zack Snyder likes to use stuff that he was originally going to use, and I'm sure when he went back to do this, maybe he put it back in. You know, it's just a far-fetched idea, but I thought about it. I'm like, you saw Jesse Eisenberg's name show up at the end of the credits in the last trailer. So could this be how he makes his appearance? I don't know. But interesting to think about the cameos in this film. It can go a variety of different ways, but as of now, it's not gonna be Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, or maybe he's just kidding around with the fans to get them not thinking it's him, and then he shows up. So that would be a surprise, but very interested. You know, we'll see this very soon, but it's fun to speculate this time to see who it possibly could be. You know, and get some fan talk as well. So comment below what you think about this. Have you read the article? What do you think about it? Who do you think is going to be in the cameo at the end? Who's going to show up as the big hero at the end? Comment below and let me know. And as always, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the superhero scene. Join our superhero team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy and be safe.